Yo, today we'll be going over some watches. The first one we have is Bmbl on this descending triangle. Right now we're sitting on this area of support, and the trigger to go long will be this 35 break or 34.75 if you're feeling a little bit riskier, but I think 35 is safer. And for the short side, we're looking at a 30 break. If we break this area support, we'll be looking at all-time lows. And if we break this downtrend, then around 38.65 will be a good target for profit taking. Next up, we have Nio. Right now, we're watching to see if we'll get a close on this right shoulder to form this head and shoulders. With the 2750 being the trigger for a breakdown. Personally, I'm bearish since right now we're in a downtrend, failing to make a higher high. So if we break this neckline, I would treat it as a bearish continuation. And if we zoom out, we have 2585 being as a soft level of support. I don't think this will hold, but this should also be as a good profit taking. After that, we have this decent sized gap below, and then after that, we have this level 2080, which is previous resistance and now support. So we're gonna see if this level will hold as support again. Next up we have is PLL. This is a lithium company that Tesla partnered with since about a year and a half ago for battery manufacturing. Right now we're sitting at an area of support of this massive descending triangle, and if we were to break 4740, then this wick or 4180 would be your profit target if you were to go short. But if you were to go long, then the levels I have for the upside acting as resistance will be 5605 being the first level and 62.35 as the second level. And of course, this downtrend whenever we test it. But if you were to go long here, your reward will be much greater than your risk. Moving on, we have FCX. This is a copper company. Right now, we have this huge dome or rounded bottom with 4610 being our major resistance. As you see from today's candle, we have this massive wick, but I think if we can break this resistance, then we're going to be set for a huge run to the upside. But if not, I think we'll pull back and form the handle into this giant cup and handle. And once we break out this run, once we break out, FCX will finally be able to make a new 10-year high. Last, we have CCJ, which is a uranium company. Right now, we're gonna watch to see if this right shoulder will close for this massive head and shoulders. Once we get a break of 2020, then we'll be confirmed bearish. And to the downside, we have many profit targets. We have a couple gaps below, and we have some levels with 1834 being the first one and 1550 being the second one. But the final target that we have is this head and shoulders measured move, which brings us to around $11.80 or around $12. Also, don't forget that larger scale patterns take longer time to play out. For example, if you're going short on this, you won't see a straight movement down. You will see some smaller bounces along the way.